as we continue the liberation of Biafra from Nigeria and preparing to make sure that we don't allow any Nigeria election in Biafra land come 2023, because we are not sending anybody to contest election for Biafra. We cannot exchange Biafra for Nigeria. We cannot exchange our freedom for Nigeria. We cannot exchange our freedom for anything. So, and I want to make it very clear again, before I start the broadcast today, that under no circumstances will Simon Ekpa go into discussion with any politician in Nigeria. Never. I can never go into any negotiation. I can never go into any discussion with anybody. Not P2B, not anybody. The only discussion I want to have where Nigeria will be involved is during the referendum. The discussion is on the ballot box. On the ballot box. And if that discussion is not possible, then we are going to have discussion by the time we have redeclared Biafra in 2023. Because by then, we are going to be open for those who want to talk to us, those who want to speak to us. And we want to send a message to the Nigeria government. There is nothing in this life that will stop this Biafra from being redeclared in 2023. I am telling you the fact. Go and mark it. Nothing will stop Biafra from redeclaring their independence in 2023. No amount of helicopter you will hover over the Biafra air, no amount of armored tanks, no amount of killing, no amount of attack, no amount of intimidation that will make us not to redeclare Biafra in 2023. And let me tell you, after the declaration of Biafra, after we must have redeclared Biafra by 2023, we will know those nations who are ready to do business with Biafra and those who are not ready to do business with Biafra. As simple as that. There is no measure they are going to put in place to stop Biafra from breaking away from Nigeria next year. So it is not a secret. It is not a secret. This is not a criminal organization. We are going to redeclare Biafra by 2023. Immediately after we have stopped the election from happening in Biafra land, which we are going to do every day. The next thing is the redeclaration of Biafra independence. And then we are going to hold it head on. Head on with them. By then, they will know that it is no longer business as usual. By then, they are going to know that we are not in 1970. Neither are we in 1970. I want you to mark my word today that the exposition I'm going to do today will open your brain to the reason why everybody that is talking about Nigeria again is just a non-entity. Somebody that maybe a brain dead people. I have come this evening to tell you what is going on that you don't know. Yesterday I played, the audio and the video I have been playing for a very long time. Because when things are happening, we will come to begin to connect the dots. So I want to begin by playing this video so that you know where our exposition today is coming from.
The federal government, led by the Minister of Interior, Abdurrahman Dambaza, met with the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria in Kebbi State.
The federal government met with the FULANI terrorists in Kebbi State. The federal government was represented by Dambaza, General Dambaza. I want you to listen.
Of 100 billion naira over 2 years to stop the kidnapping in the country. The meeting.
General Dambazu, acting on behalf of the Nigeria government, offered the terrorists 100 billion naira. General Dambazu, who was then the Interior Minister, offered them 100 billion naira to stop killing for 2 years. So it is like 2 years contract. It is like 2 years contract. They offered them 2-year contract to stop the killing of Nigerians. But the question you should ask yourself, those killing Nigerians, were they actually killing Nigerians because they want money? The answer is no. The question again you should ask is, will giving them money stop the agenda of conquering your land and Islamizing it? The answer is no. Another third question is, will they collect money to trade their religious and jihadist war? The answer is no. Another fourth question is, will 100 billion naira paid to terrorists to stop killing for 2 years? What happened then after 2 years? What happened after 2 years is what we are seeing today. They have used those money to arm themselves, and today they are more sophisticated than the Nigerian government themselves. That is exactly what is happening. So there is no rationale behind what we just heard, that the Nigeria government offered to pay, and they paid 100 billion to terrorists. Now, when they offered this amount, the terrorists rejected it. They say they must pay them 160 billion. Now, this 160 billion, what it means is that the terrorists are with the government. The government knows who the terrorists are. The terrorists knows who the government are. And for them to accept that give us money and we'll stop killing for 2 years means that you no longer have to look for who is killing you. You no longer need to look for who are the terrorists. You no longer need to look for who are the AK-47 carrying Fulani herdsmen, because they are negotiating with them and they say, give us 150 billion and we will stop killing. I want you to understand that. They identify them, they agree that give us money, we are going to stop killing. And this particular issue, nobody from the international community have addressed it. Nobody has intervened. Nobody has sanctioned Nigeria, that Nigeria are openly offering 100 billion to terrorists, and no international community has offered for any help to intervene and sanction Nigeria. Nobody. It is on record. Whether they come to deny it is a story for another day. But I'm telling you now that not the United Nations, not America, not European Union, not Russia, not Asia, not China, nobody have cautioned Nigeria that why did you offer a whooping 100 billion to terrorists to stop killing for 2 years? So does it mean that Nigeria lifespan is 2 years? What then happened after the 2 years have elapsed? And of course, I don't need to be asking, because this happened over 4 years ago or 3 years ago. Today, the result of 100 billion naira is we are feeling. I want you to take your calculator and convert 100 billion naira to dollar, so that you know how much we are talking about. You understand me? Now, let us continue.
Over 2 years to stop the kidnapping in the country. The meeting lasted over 4 hours on Friday as negotiations dragged on, with the association initially asking for 160 billion naira. The minister said that the strategy was part of the steps needed to tackle insecurity in the country as prescribed by the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS.
The minister said that paying money to these terrorists was prescribed by the ECOWAS, Economic of West African States, or Economic Community of West African States, whatever they held their name. So they prescribed that this government should pay money to terrorists to stop killing for 2 years. And that is why we are here today. To tell you the things you don't know about the ECOWAS. You understand me? Now, I want you to understand that we have told you many times about the Abuja Declaration of 1989. Abuja Declaration of 1989. It involved taking over African countries and converting them to Islamic State. They passed a resolution that every strategic position must be given to Muslims in this country. So first of all, I want you to let us go briefly to the Abuja Declaration, and then Abuja Declaration, and then after that, for you to, let us lay background. I'm going to do this thing very, very quickly, because this Abuja Declaration is something that we have actually gone, we've made teaching on this for a very, very long time. Abuja Declaration is the name frequently given to the communique issued after the Islam in Africa conference held in Abuja, Nigeria, between 24th and 28th November 1989. The conference was organized by the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, OIC. I don't need to go into telling you what is OIC. OIC was when the Organization of Islamic Cooperation at Babangida registered Nigeria, and they are pumping billions and billions into that organization. At the time, called Organization of Islamic Cooperation Conference, and it agreed to set up Islamic Africa Organization, IAO. Okay? And they have what we call the Declaration. The Declaration was the effect that Muslims should be united throughout Africa. The curricula at the various educational establishments should conform to Muslim ideas. The education of women should be attended. The teaching of Arabic should be encouraged. And Muslims should support economic relations with Islamic area worldwide. If you listen to some of them, they tell you Islamic Bank. The emergence of Islamic Bank and the giving loans to all these governors, all these stupid and the idiotic governors from the southern Nigeria, and they are taking loans from Islamic Bank. They are all, the tools being used by this Islamic Bank. Now, it is part of the Abuja Declaration of 1989. I want you to understand that it is already here. We are going to be busting them up. It's noted that Muslims in Africa have been deprived of rights to govern under Sharia law, and they should strengthen their struggle to reinstate it. The Islam in Africa organization was formally established in July 1991, also in Abuja, and it had stated its objectives. Now, you don't want to understand, what you don't want to know is the agenda of this particular Abuja Declaration. The only agenda is to make sure that all strategic positions are over by the Muslims around Africa. Now, having giving you this about the Abuja Declaration of 1989, about Abuja Declaration of 1989. I've given you this particular background. I want us to go to the ECOWAS. And I'm going to, bring to you also the ECOWAS. Let us go to the wiki, even though it is not like very official. But let us go to the Wikipedia and see what we have about ECOWAS. Now, when you look at ECOWAS, this is ECOWAS, Economic Community of West African States. The Economic Community of West African States, also known as whatever they call them in French, is a regional political and economic union of 15 countries located in West Africa. Politically, these countries comprise an area of this and that, and then, of course, the population is this. Consider one of the pillar region bloc of the continent-wide Africa Economic Community. The stated goal of ECOWAS is to achieve collective self-sufficiency for its member states by creating a single large trade bloc by building a full economic and trading union. The union was established on 28 May 1975 with the signing of a Treaty of Lagos with the stated mission to promote economic integration across the region. A revised version of the treaty was agreed and signed on 24 July 1993. In Cotonou, the ECOWAS also serve as peacekeeping force in the region, with member states occasionally sending joint military forces to intervene in the bloc member countries at times of political instability and unrest. Now, do you understand the objective of the ECOWAS? Okay? Objective of the ECOWAS is what I've just read out to you. Now, the ECOWAS from the video you're listening to prescribe that the terrorists should be given money. 100 billion. 100 billion. And the terrorists demanded 116 billion. Now, if my voice is not okay, go and change your Chinese phone. Some of you are using Chinese phone. Some of you are the criminals, are part of the criminals. They send you here to come and distract us. Go and change your phone. Let those people buy you a better phone so you can have, at least you can do your job very well. Now, we continue. I know the people that will tell me that the voice is bad and I will listen to them. Not all these article Uzoma and Co. Right. So as we continue, I want you now to listen to the to what is going on within the ECOWAS. Okay? Within the ECOWAS. Now, having understand if you have come to understand what the agenda of us is and all that, and let us go now to the website of the ECOWAS and see what I have for us. The website of ECOWAS. The website of the ECOWAS, as you can see, ECOWAS have, the new president is here, and now what are the sectors of ECOWAS? You have the energy, you have the telecommunication, you have the health and social affairs, you have agriculture and environment, you have water, you have trade, ICT, infrastructure, civil society, political affairs. There is nowhere in this sector of the ECOWAS where you have in the sector of this ECOWAS that you have the security, the security sector of the ECOWAS. There is no security, sector of this ECOWAS. Like you see, they say it is about trade and economic development. Now, how come they tell you that there can be member state of ECOWAS can bring military when there is crisis and all that, and then how can ECOWAS also prescribe that Nigeria be giving money to terrorists up to the tune of 100 billion? Do you know why? You don't know. Now let us go to the reason why the ECOWAS will tell Nigeria to give money to terrorists. Okay? We are going to go to the reason why it is like that. Now, I want you to understand that you need to let us go through the countries that made up ECOWAS, so you will understand the 15 countries that made up ECOWAS, and then you take a very deep, understanding of what made us those countries. And who are those controlling the affair of the ECOWAS? Now, going by this name of these countries, you have country like you have country like one moment. You have country like Cape Verde. You have country like Cape Verde. Cape Verde. If you go to a country like Cape Verde, you find out that Cape Verde is doing a very marvelously, in the economy and all that, security-wise, they are doing very well. People go to holiday in Cape Verde. They have tourist zones, and that's where Oshimole's wife, come from. Oshimole's wife come from this Cape Verde. Cape Verde is very close to Spain, if I'm not mistaken. So this country, for example, I don't know, and they speak Portuguese. So this Cape Verde is a very nice place, where Oshimole went and hijacked the wife, and he's making wave in the media. So if you go to Cape Verde, you are going to find out that Cape Verde are mostly Christian. They are mostly Christian, and that's why you see they are doing well. They are doing better than most of the countries here. They are doing very, very well. So let us look at what is the religion of this Cape Verde. Their religion, if it is here, it is mostly Christian, Catholic. They are mostly Catholic. So the history is here. Let's see where the Catholic is. I think they mentioned something like Catholic somewhere. We're going to check that, Catholic or Christianity. One moment. But anyway, just that we don't, because we don't have to go into these details and all that. But I think if you have time, you check and you see how many the percentage of Christians in Cape Verde, you are going to understand what I'm saying. But however, when you look, you find out that Christianity, is higher in number in Cape Verde. Okay, so that is -1. Now let us go now to another country that made up this ECOWAS, Ghana. If you go to Ghana, you are going to see Ghana, and then if you go to the religions part of this Ghana, you are going to see that the Christian, are higher in number according to them. And there are so many of the countries that don't have the religions mentioned here, for their Takia and the Islamic agenda. So, for example, in Nigeria, if you open Nigeria here, you will not see the percentage of Christians, you will not see the percentage of Muslims. It's just on purpose, to deceive people, because the people are beginning to understand, from our exposition, so they deleted it and they removed the religious section of this particular Wikipedia. Now, let us also go to the second, country that made up ECOWAS. Let us go to the second country that made up ECOWAS. When you go back here, you go to Gambia. Gambia, over 90% Muslim, as you all can see. That is also, they mentioned it here. Gambia is Muslim. So I just want you to, so that you will know why the ECOWAS have to ask Nigeria government to give billions of naira to continue to do the agenda. Now let us go to Guinea. Guinea, if you look at Guinea here, Guinea is part of it, and if you go to the religious part of it, it is still also going to be the same thing. So when you look at these 15 countries that made up the ECOWAS, you find out, as little as the Fulanis are, they dominate this ECOWAS. Still the same thing with terrorism. They dominate ECOWAS with terrorism, they intimidate the people, and they take over the ECOWAS. So I want you to understand, in Liberia, for example, it is a little bit different because Liberia has more of a Christian proverb than the Muslim. Now we go to Nigeria. If you go to Nigeria here, you will see that in Nigeria, for example, you have, they don't have the religious part of this Nigeria. They remove it, as just as a purpose to mislead people and deceive people. That is exactly what happened here. So the Nigeria own is that, we all know the game they are playing because it is not public. If you go here, if you come here before, you will notice that they were saying that Muslims are more in number, and when we begin to talk about it, they begin to edit it. So they have removed the issue of religion, but they know what they are doing. So, and I want you all to understand that everything I'm saying here is something you can go and check yourself. But this is not actually the reason I'm here. The reason I'm here is coming. I want you to just take a look at the countries that make up the ECOWAS. There are 15 in number. 15 countries in number. And then another thing that will also shock you is that Nigeria is where the ECOWAS office is located. The ECOWAS office is located in Abuja, Nigeria. Are you aware of that? Are you aware that the ECOWAS office is located at Abuja, Nigeria, and that's where the office is located? Now, let us go to the next country. The next country is Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is also, part of the ECOWAS, and you can go and check with your phone, what is the percentage of Muslim and Christian. And then we go back to West Africa, France. So this whole thing could have been a republic, all of them, they are all here. Now, and I think if you go, these are the few countries anyway. Niger State, if you go to Niger State, you see that Niger State is also Muslim, majority of them Muslim, as you can see. When you look here, you see majority, you see religion. You see, for example, country like Niger State has 93% Islam, and that is where the Nigeria Fulani Caliphate are now piling our money. They are piling our money from Biafra land into to develop this Niger State, and Niger State has 99.3% Islam. Are you people following me? You can now understand the reason why Niger Republic, you can understand why Niger Republic is now the most beneficial of the scam of Nigeria. The money is going there, and nobody, not your politician, not your P2B, not your Atiku, not your Tinubu has ever raised a concern about why the money is going to Niger State, why they are pumping billions to Niger State, and not even your school in Nigeria is going, your universities in Nigeria are on strike because of lack of payment. So if you check, you see that Niger State is 93.3% Muslim. Now, let us go to Burkina Faso. You go to Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is part of this ECOWAS. You go to Burkina Faso, you go to religion. You see that 60%, over 60% of Burkina Faso are Islam, according to them and this record. So I want you to now understand, the reason why ECOWAS will be supporting, the Nigeria giving money to terrorists, because it is their plan. The original plan is that. When you go to Ghana, you find out that Ghana have 71.3% Christianity. So when you have 71.3% Christianity in Ghana, that is why Ghana is doing well today. That is why Ghana, at least, they are doing better and better and better all the time. That is why Ghana is using dollar. That is why Ghana economy is booming, because 71% of Ghanaians are Christians. And as you have 71%, you see that most of the offices are being occupied by those who want innovation and civilization in Ghana. I want you to let us go back. Let us go back. So you have actually found out that ECOWAS is made up of 15 countries in West Africa. And why are we talking about this ECOWAS? Why we are talking about this ECOWAS is that from the video you listened, they claim that ECOWAS prescribe medication, and the medication to end the killings by Fulani is to give them money. What I'm here evening that it is a plan. The ECOWAS for Nigeria government to give money to Fulani terrorists is a plan of 1989 Abuja Declaration. Now, I want you to understand that the ECOWAS office is in Abuja. That's one we have established. I don't think it is being disputed by anybody. As you can see, headquarters of ECOWAS is Abuja. Headquarters donate the location where most, if not all of the important functions of an organization are coordinated. In the United States, the corporate headquarters represent the entity at the center of the top of the corporation, taking full responsibility of order. So you have come to understand that the headquarters of ECOWAS is in Abuja. Now, we are going to how the Nigeria government, what the game and the politics they are playing with the ECOWAS. That's where we are going now. Here is where the exposition begins. I want you to understand that these people can never stop until they achieve, but unfortunately for them, we are here to stop them. Let us go and start with this particular news report, where they tell you about the ECOWAS court, right? Do you know about ECOWAS court? I want to show you the game they play. Now, if you look at the picture that is showing here, you'll find out that this is the ECOWAS, this is a Fulani herdsmen, the killers. Okay? These are the Fulani herdsmen, the killers. Now, I want you to look at this report. Herdsmen killing. ECOWAS court delivers judgment on Serap suit. This is a social, economic, whatever of Africa, whatever. So this Serap filed a suit against the killings of Nigeria indigenous people to the ECOWAS court. And this particular ECOWAS court is going to sit. I want you to understand one thing, that I have searched for the verdict of this court on this particular application. I have not seen it. But anyway, I have something very important to show you. The group wants the court to order the Nigerian government to investigate all cases of unlawful killing attributed to the headers and pay adequate money, compensation of 50 million to each of the dependents. I want to ask you, is it about paying money compensation? What about the land that they have actually occupied after killing the people? Are they going to give the land back to the owners? The answer is no. The answer is no. Money has destroyed Nigeria. And that is what we are not going to do in Biafra. Everything is money. If you give 50 million to them, what about the land that the people have vacated? What about the land that the people ran away from and ran to IDP? Have you recovered the land back? Have you been able to compel the Nigerian government to provide security to the people that flee their land? The answer is no. Do you understand me? So ECOWAS court will only mandate Nigeria to investigate the killing and mandate Nigeria to compensate the people but they are not going to mandate Nigeria to hand the land back to them. The land they fled from, where their people have been killed and butchered. Do you understand the point? So if they give you 50 million naira for somebody they have killed and killed your relative and you flee, have you gotten your land back? Where is your ancestral land? What are you going to do with 50 million? You think 50 million is money? No, it's not money. Because in the next 5 years or 10 years, if Nigeria continues to be a country, 50 million will be a chicken change. I am telling you. So you absolutely can do nothing with 50 million. Now, bringing to you one of the verdict of the ECOWAS court. And we are going to make it large, of course. ECOWAS court. The Economic Community, the Community Court of Justice of the Economic Community of West African State, ECOWAS, in the matter of Lawrence H. Jordan and 13 others versus Federal Government of Nigeria. Applicant number this, 2021. Judgment, Ivory Coast. October 2021. Judgment number this, Lawrence, Richard, Mungawa, Tony, Mabuti, Simon, Edam, applicant and all that. I want you all to follow me as I take you to this journey. I want you all to follow me. Respondent, composition of the court, Honorable Justice Berry B. Otara presiding. Don't need to go into that. Assisted by this, I want us to go. I want to read very, very important part of this judgment. Very important. The judgment. The judgment. This is the judgment of the court. Description of parties. The applicants are community citizens that reside in of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The respondent is the Federal Government of Nigeria, a member state of ECOWAS. The application was filed pursuant to Article 33 of the Rules of the Community Court of Justice, Article 4G of the Revised Treaty of the Economic Community of West African State, ECOWAS, and Article 9.4 of the Supplementary Protocol, this and that of the Community Court of Justice, claiming violation of right. The applicant claimed that the respondent has caused or failed to act or reneged on its obligation by allowing it or failing to prevent certain violation of rights. I want you people to know what you don't know today. Now let us see how the court proceeded. The applicant filed an initiating application on the 14th of March 2019 in the registry of the court. A motion on notice was filed by the respondent on the 24th April 2019, which is by Nigeria State, praying the court for an extension of time within which to file their defense. Nigeria is always looking for time to file for defense. They always look for time. They always ask for additional time. The statement of fact was filed by the respondent, which is Nigeria, on the 24th of April 2019 in the registry of the court. The applicant replied the respondent's statement of the fact was filed on the 6th of June 2019 in the registry of the court. The court adjourned for judgment. Always adjourn and adjourn and adjourn. Applicant case. Summary of fact. I will to follow. The claim before the court was filed by 14 applicants as victims and on behalf of the people of Dong, Lawu, Shaforo, Kadomati, Nzoro, Palu. This sounds like Plateau State, Adamawa State, okay, of this local government of Adamawa State, in the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and is premised on the alleged attack in the aforementioned geographic area perpetrated by Fulani herdsmen and the Nigeria forces. Are you people hearing it? Fulani herdsmen and the Nigeria forces in conjunction. That is why we are going to give them in Biafra land. Water. The thing they did to these places, disorganize them, destabilize them, put them into IDP is what they want to do in Biafra land. And we are picking up arms to defend ourselves against the Fulanis and against the Nigerian army and against the Nigerian police, against every Nigerian agent. We can never go to court, to ECOWAS court. We can never allow our people to be killed, and then after that we go to ECOWAS court to listen to this nonsense. We are learning from what happened to other people, and we are applying it. That is why those people fighting and shouting for election, and look at them and they laugh. Biafra people, we have picking up arms and ammunition to make sure our people don't experience what other parts of Nigeria have experienced, and at the end of the day, they will go to ECOWAS court to sue Nigeria army and the Fulani herdsmen. At the end of the day, nothing happens. We don't do that nonsense. And we are not even fighting to protect our life alone. We are fighting to exit Nigeria by 2023, and that is completely a different case. So mark it here that this particular suit was against herdsmen and Nigeria forces. Nigeria forces comprises of army, police, navy, air force, and all of them. I am telling you the fact. So we have established the fact that the Nigeria forces and Fulani are collaborating, and it is now a confirmation in African court, in ECOWAS court. The claim contains allegations of brutal killings, serious injury, and destruction of property, all reported happened on the 4th December 2007 by the Fulani army and the Nigeria security agencies and the terrorists in Hessen. The applicant stated that they are occasional farmers and fishermen working and dwelling on their land in the respondent state, who have suffered from violation arising from clashes with Fulani herdsmen who had settled on their land. That these clashes had resulted in the death of some members of the applicant community, injury and destruction of property. 12. The claim of the applicant is that during the course of inhabiting their community, the number of Fulani herdsmen swelled following clashes from neighboring states in West Africa, which led to a village near Bolon in the Damsa local government of Adamawa State being overrun with Fulani herdsmen. It is the belief of the applicant that the influence was a readiness of an attack. Are you people listening? The applicant further claimed that the Nigeria police force reacted by maintaining 300 mobile policemen in the area, but that this did not stop the Fulani herdsmen from allegedly killing 6 policemen and 1 civilian near Bolon, that after the killing the policemen and the army personnel who had been deployed withdraw from the area. That the army and police withdraw. They withdraw from the area. They ran away. Because the commanders will tell them, leave the people and let them kill everybody and take over the land. They withdraw them. Are they withdrawing them in Biafra? Not yet. But in Biafra own, you will see when they come, you will never see when they go. However, that the Air Force maintained air surveillance throughout 2nd and 3rd December 2017, and that there were allegedly fully armed and combatant ready herdsmen in the area even at that time. Are you people listening? Even at the time they claim they are having surveillance, they were fully armed herdsmen ready to kill. It is submitted by the applicant that the respondent did not take adequate steps in dispersing the herdsmen after the killing of the policemen. That this resulted in further attack by herdsmen on the 4th of December 2017 in the village of Dong, Nasuru, and all these names they mentioned here of Adamawa local government in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The applicants submit that the Fulani herdsmen initially struck at this Awaru and Dong village, killing a lot of people, destroying homes and stealing livestock, while setting ablaze vehicles and other machineries. The applicant stated further that they tried to regroup and defend Chevron, Kodamiti, and other villages, but that the Nigeria Air Force jet flew over and dropped bomb on the applicant people, killing them and destroying houses. Are you people hearing? While the Fulani are on ground, killing, the Air Force of Nigeria are in up, throwing bomb at the people. 2 raids, 1 from the up by the Nigeria state, 2 on the ground by Nigeria, the Fulani-sponsored terrorists. Do you understand the reason why the money was being given to them? Do you understand the reason why ECOWAS recommended that they pay them 100 billion? Do you understand that the Nigeria security agents collaborate with criminals, just exactly what they are trying to replicate in Biafra land, and we are going to fight them teeth to teeth. That is why we are going to have no mercy to any security checkpoint in Biafra. Today we have seen that they are, they are kidnapping just 2 kilometers away. 2 kilometers away from the military checkpoint. Do you understand me? It is not disputed. It's on record. Fact. The kidnapping by these terrorists in Biafra land happened 2 kilometers away from every military checkpoint. And that is why we have banned checkpoint. That you still see them today is not that we are going to see them tomorrow. I am telling you the fact. And it is part of the liberation of Biafra. That you still see the military gallivanting in Biafra land today is not because you are going to see them tomorrow. I am telling you, we are taking on them head on until they leave our land, because we are very, very prepared to leave Nigeria. And those people who want to stop us from leaving Nigeria will be dealt with. They will never in Biafra land mount a roadblock to stop the kidnapping of Fulani by the Fulanis. Have their roadblocks stopped the kidnapping? The answer is no. Rather, they aided them. They aid and abet them. They shield and protect the kidnappers. And they protect those who come to our community to kill our women and children. So it is a fight against them. We are not hiding it. I am not hiding my mouth. We are fighting them. And we fight them until we see them no more in Biafra threat. It's a promise. It's a promise. Biafra people will fight this Nigeria security agent until they leave our land. Because the evidences are abound. You can imagine where they are up there with Nigeria aircraft. As the Fulani are killing people in Adamawa State, they are throwing bombs from up. How can you stand that? We can never allow that to happen in Biafra land. I posted something today on Twitter. I posted their helicopter. They know how they collected it. We are going to be giving them water until they leave. The way they are going to run away from Biafra in the coming days will shock you. I am telling you. And anybody, ask them, the people you are bringing to kill our people in Biafra land, where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Then let them come. We are not scared of them. We are not scared of them. Now, I want you to understand so that where our anger is coming from. Because you don't know. Let's continue. Later, the same day, 14th December 2007, a Nigerian helicopter gunship opened fire on a small group of people, thereby adding to the number of casualties. Do you understand that the helicopter also open fire from up as the Fulani are killing the open fire? Helicopter belonging to the Nigeria forces. The same thing they are trying to do in Biafra land. But Biafra will be the end. I am telling you the fact. Go and mark my word. We are going to end them in Biafra. That is where Nigeria, the end of Nigeria will start and will begin from Biafra, and it is going to end. The aftermath of the incident resulted in the unexploded bomb being discovered in Sharavon village in the house of Mr. Joaquin Bedeson, and some 6 more discovered on the outskirts of Shafaron village that the unexploded bomb were later detonated by the respondent, and the applicant have submitted evidence in support of this. Are you people hearing? Are you people hearing? Let me continue. Because this is what you don't know. Have you ever heard about this before? No, you don't. You have never heard about it. But this is official document of court. This is a court document. ECOWAS court document. It's official. The respondent and the applicant claim that in Dong village, 61 persons were killed from bomb dropped by the Nigeria forces. 61 persons killed by the bombs dropped by Nigeria armed forces, and further 24 persons were seriously wounded. Whilst 48 houses building belonging to the applicant were destroyed, foodstuff and cattle were destroyed and rustled respectively, and of course the people rustling the cattle are who? They are the Fulani herdsmen. As the military are throwing bombs, they are rustling the cows of the people. Further 10,324 persons were displaced. Do you understand? Over 10,000 people were displaced. Now, have they returned to their ancestral land? The answer is no. I am telling you the fact. 18. It is further submitted within the claim that in Lawuru village, 22 persons were killed and 5 sustained serious injuries, whilst 357 buildings were destroyed along with animals and foodstuff. This is not being done by the Fulani terrorists alone. Collaborating with the Nigeria state, the Nigeria army that's supposed to be protecting the people are the one helping the Fulani to destroy their properties and their land. That is what we have seen, and we can never allow it to happen in Biafra land. Tell your Igwe in Biafra land. Tell your chiefs. Tell all these political scavengers. Tell all these morons who think that fighting for Biafra is a mistake. That are they aware that in the same Nigeria where they are eating Isewu and Ukwobi, that people have lost their life, that 10,000 people have been displaced in the community, that people have been killed, butchered from air, land, and sea. Are they aware of that? That the Nigeria state has actually killed. And of course, you don't know, because Nigeria is big, right? Okay, don't worry. If not because of the Eastern Security Network and what the Biafra people are doing, you will be experiencing the same thing today in Biafra land. But you don't know. You don't know the work of the Eastern Security Network. And you are just privileged to have people who are very sensible rising up to take up this particular task by themselves, protecting you while you are gallivanting. You are gallivanting. Ojo Okalo is making mount. You can imagine what Ojo Okalo is boasting to come to do in Abia State is what I am reading to you now. Ojo Okalo is boasting of bringing the military to do what the military have done in Adamawa State, uninvited. But you know, we will capture him alive. Ojo Okalo will be captured. Whether in Biafra land or in Abuja or any place it is, let the military come and do this thing I'm reading now. They have done in Adamawa State. We will capture him and use him to set an example. I am telling you the fact. We don't have time to go to court because we may not survive it. If you all sit and fold your hand to wait for these people to come and kill our women and children and for you to go to court later on, who is going to go to court for you? Who? Which court? Is it the ECOWAS court? Okay, after this verdict has been passed, what is the effect? I am just reading this thing for you to know content, factual evidence that we cannot allow Nigeria army to occupy our land. They are the terrorists. And it is not only this document that says it. Even the retired generals from the Middle Belt are shouting, they are confessing that the military collude with the criminals and the terrorists to kill our people for Islamization. We can never allow that to happen. And that is why we are going to do everything to leave Nigeria next year. We will break up. Once we break away from Nigeria, we will be ready to face them. Both from the air, from the land, and from the sea. I am telling you the fact, this is not a joke. If you think that this is a joke, you wait. You wait until 2023. Let us see how the election is going to hold in Biafra land. The Biafra people are ready and they are waiting. And I am speaking on behalf of Biafra people. As the spokesman of the Biafra people, I am telling you that we are ready to fight. We are ready to fight. And we will continue to source for fun for those of you who think that what we are doing is a joke. By the time they wipe away your village, you will probably wake up by then. But one thing is that we can never, no matter the division, no matter the misunderstanding, no matter the divergent views on issues, we can never allow these people to run over our land. We can never repeat Adamawa. We can never repeat Benue. The Benue state can never repeat in Biafra land. Jos Plateau state can never repeat in Biafra land. Northeast can never repeat in Biafra land. Northwest can never repeat in Biafra land. North Central can never repeat in Biafra land. We can never allow that to happen. I am telling you the fact. And in a few days' time, the event of things will convince you.